And here we go. This is part 2 of the IMG 410 Complete AR upper receiver. We're going to be focusing on the barrel shroud, the handguard, and this proprietary gas system on this video. And again, this is really just to kind of see, you know, what we're dealing with here, how this thing looks under there. It is a little unique, at least from my experience. Let's get right into it. The barrel shroud, it comes right off. We're not even going to focus on that. Just screw the barrel shroud off. From here, we need to get this handguard off. Find the appropriate Allen wrench, or if you have the right bit, get this handguard off. It will come off. It's pretty tight. Here's where it gets a little bit wonky, guys. This is the gas system and like the recoil system and everything. There's basically 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3, right? So the first piece, that's your recoil. The second piece is like the gas block, basically, and the third piece is like a retaining piece. First piece moves back and forth. The second 2 pieces are solid. Grab first and second piece together, hold them tightly, and unscrew number 3. It should screw off the end. Now here's where it gets weird. While holding this, grab the barrel with your other hand and move piece 1 and 2 towards the receiver. These 2 little clips, these retaining clips or pins, whatever you want to call them, will fall out. That's how this gas system and everything is held on. Pull this entire piece off together. This is actually 3 pieces technically, but I called it 2 piece. But there's like, here's the barrel. Let's look at that first. Actually, there's going to be 2 gas ports on the barrel. I thought that was kind of interesting. If we just kind of take a quick look at all the parts, we'll see what we have here. Obviously, here's the gas system. That's basically like your gas block. And here's basically like your gas tube. You can see, you know, there's some gas rings on there. These are proprietary. I count 4 proprietary gas rings on there. Those look like they're in good shape. I'm sure they're going to work fine. We'll see what happens. But let's just get a light coat of oil all over everything. We really just want to make sure, just like I do in all my other videos, I just want to make sure that these metal pieces play nice together. When I'm putting metal on metal for the first time, I'm going to coat them with oil. I'm going to clean off all the gunk, and I'm going to action this thing back and forth hundreds of times to get this thing like broken in. That's why when I show you like these pieces, some of these pieces are already going to have wear on them. Now to get this back together, put it back the same way, right? Those 2 pieces go in, pull them towards the receiver, hold them, and then put these little retaining clips back in. This part is kind of tricky, guys. You're going to see me struggle with it a couple times, and these are only the times I show on camera. It took me multiple attempts to get this in right. But once you get those 2 little halves in there, kind of hold them in place, you're going to screw this piece back on, and it's going to retain everything. Make sure that obviously everything's in place, and then tighten it up. And we're going to have a good shot of that here. We're going to tighten it up. And then really this piece needs to be fairly tight. Remember, that whole piece is going to be moving back and forth. Tighten it up. Make sure the piece moves as it should, and you should be good to go from there. Let's go ahead and get the handguard back on. Obviously pretty easy. You're going to slap this thing back together, tighten up your screws. Not rocket science here, right? Just make sure it's aligned right. And then we're going to get this barrel shroud back on. Now for what it's worth, this barrel shroud is clearly just decorative. It doesn't really do anything except keep your hand off the barrel. It does kind of look cool, but for what it's worth, it seems like it's not really necessary. Long story short, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.